For those of you who are just watching this on YouTube, we did a little chat before while we were waiting
That
for
was
everyone
really
to
funny,
arrive,
too.
and we're doing a clean break for this video of just session. But hello, we are here. Well, most of us. Ryan won't be joining us this evening, unfortunately.
Which reminds me, I need to give.
Oh my gosh, again!
Hmm?
I'm
What?
trying to...
He's trying to make jokes.
And is just muted.
He's muted.
I tried to be like, when we logged in, I was like, oh, hey, internet, I didn't see you there, and it fell flat because I was muted.
Oh.
And then when you were talking about Ryan, I was like, yeah, he decided he couldn't be here for the death of Bellin. It was too much for him.
But he was muted.
But I was muted. I know you guys heard it, but it wasn't good. So, whatever.
That's awesome. I'm glad. Well, I'm not glad, but I'm kind of amused.
I'm going to turn on a light. I'll be right back.
Okay,
Yeah,
bye.
it's much darker there than usual.
Yeah.
Is my camera working all right?
Yeah. Better than like Monday.
Well, oh yeah. Well, I just can't win, man.
It's
Something's
okay.
gotta be wrong every time.
Well, we're gonna figure this out. Oh my god, it's so bright now.
Well, are you working tomorrow, or...?
I work at 12:30 tomorrow, so if anyone's awake at that time.
I think everyone except maybe Alex is awake.
Yeah.
Alex is like, will I be? Will I?
I mean, maybe, because I'll have Critical Role to watch. But,
Oh, hey. Me
It's
too.
Yep.
I have to wake up at 5:30 tomorrow, so
Oh, that's what I did today, and I
We wake
died.
up at 5:30 every day.
that's true.
That's
Well, it's usually like 6, but today my alarm went off at 5:30 and I was like, no, I'm too tired.
I'm usually up before 5:30. I just don't get out of bed until like 5:45, 6 o'clock usually. But then we don't get home until after 6. So,
okay.
anyways, I'm ready.
Oh, good.
To die.
All right. So, did you guys already do the Tidefall recap?
Nope.
No.
No, we weren't even
Who
sure
wants-
if we were playing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, who wants to do the recap?
You.
No, the DM's not supposed to do it because then you'll have things from my perspective. It has to be from the player's perspective.
I do them every now and then.
I have a couple of paragraphs prepared.
I mean, I can...
Couple of paragraphs.
That's good because we've only got about one round of combat in us, so.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, I could also do it because Bammy's kind of the thing tying the two halves of the party together, but...
That's true. That's
True.
So, we are in a new game. We did our first session like months ago.
A month, okay?
It was a bit ago, but so before the stream and before the actual campaign started, Bammy had, so the three elves, Bellin, Lunellus, and Cole, had come from, well, Bellin and Lunellus came together from a coal yard, came way across the sea, they ran into Cole, picked him up, took him along, they came over to Sikrish, which is where Kyra is from, but she's been chilling outside the walls. Bammy was down in the desert. He ended up going to Sikrish with a merchant friend, who then went into the city, and Bammy got left outside like a sad little puppy. The elves eventually came upon him. That... What?
What is that?
I don't know.
Is my mute not working again?
No.
It sounds like you were like starting your Harley over there.
Yeah, there was a motorcycle outside. I muted, but it didn't.
Nope, it didn't mute.
I'm sorry.
I thought maybe it was
Oh,
Satan
goodness.
trying to talk to us.
Let me change.
No, we're not done yet.
You keep going. I'm gonna change my settings. Apparently, it's
Yep.
using the wrong mic. Okay, go.
Yep,
Go.
So, so yeah, the elves and Bammy did a job together, because they all need money, of course, to live. Then, and Kyra and Bammy had met, because Kyra was... They met up because Kyra's from the city, tried to figure out what is going on with Bammy's friend, because he's been abandoned for a bit now. But so, Bammy is the connector between the two. Well, Bammy and the elves were at the inn where they were staying. A blacksmith came in and was like, they took my daughter, please help. So it's like, we might need another person for this, so we went and got Kyra. We went and talked to the blacksmith, whose son told us that goblinoids had taken her away.
After being persuaded expertly,
intimidated by Bellin.
No, persuaded. Bellin just gave some tough love, okay? He didn't have the best childhood. He just imparted that experience.
You were part of the bad childhood now.
Mm-hmm.
In a good way, a positive light. I said, look, kid, put up or shut up.
Anyway, so we tracked down where the goblinoids took the girl. They took her to the shoreline. We found their cave. They attacked us. We fought our way through a few rooms. It did not go super well for us because we're squishy little level 1s. Nope, we can hear your snaps.
Damn it! Keep going!
Yeah, so we fought through a few rooms of these kobolds, or no, not kobolds, kappas. And then we got down to this altar where there was a shaman person trying to sacrifice the girl, and there was a big beefed up kappa, and a couple of us got dropped a couple times, but we ended up pulling through. We saved the girl, and then we found a secret door in the altar room, which we're like, we'll check this out. We go down. It hasn't been touched in centuries, who knows how long, and we found a ghost, and we started talking to him, and someone who shall remain unnamed got a little uppity and talked some smack, and we ended last session by rolling initiative with half of the party nearly dead.
Accurate.
Missing
So
most
accurate.
of our spell slots, no lay on hands.
No more
know.
rages, no fire breath.
Just nothing.
It's looking good for our adventurers.
But most
Real
of us get to go before the baddie. Most
Except
of
for
us.
me. Surprise, surprise, Kyra.
Alright, well, let's just swap on over to combat music. Boop, boop, boop. Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
What is this? Death metal.
Sorry, I don't know.
It's fine, it's just a little loud.
Alright, I'll turn it down.
No, I can turn it down.
I mean,
on
I
my
turned it down some.
super intense.
That's why I keep my music low.
Just
Sorry.
Be careful
No,
there.
I do it with everyone.
Muting on roll 20 can lead to problems.
Only if your name starts with a T and ends with an R.
And you're murdering someone on a counter.
Repeatedly.
Board.
It's just one man. How many times
Wow.
have you died?
While the phone rings and people eat dinner.
Well, the phone rings from from 3 decades ago.
Yeah.
You're just getting that.
Anyway,
So I has
let's wreck shit.
I has
Right.
a goal.
Yes,
do
you
cool.
should.
I will pronounce his name right because I'm playing him tonight.
And because he's not here to hear it.
Just to piss him off. He's gonna watch the playback and be like, damn it!
Why?
Except I don't think Brian would ever say that in that way.
No. I don't think so either.
So, I'm really excited to get out of here, guys, and,
We can hear you.
That's so loud!
Sorry!
Oh my gosh! We'll just wait on Bellen's turn in combat then, I guess.
so am I going?
Yeah, Champs, are you cool with us starting combat?
Totally ready. I'm ready. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Go for it.
I'm getting
Alright,
lost.
so after somebody, Bellin, said his sassy, salty remark, you guys immediately saw the specter of this knight hike up his maul in his hand and then, take a stance and start reaching toward his right. And therefore is when you all rolled initiative and realized something not so conversational was about to happen. Bellin, what do you do?
I've had what feels like a lifetime to think about this in the past 6 seconds.
Adrenaline will do that.
Feels like a month.
Bellen's going to unnotch his bow and put his arrow away and walk towards the spectral creature and drop to his knees in front of it and say, "Look, I realize my mistake. I realize I have offended you and your resting place, and I am truly and ever sorry for that, but please do not punish my friends for my worthlessness and my error. Please, they will go. I will do whatever it is that needs to be done to ensure their safety. I will take your oath. I will give you my word. But please, let them go. And I'm going to stay there."
Okay. Well, this is all the same 6 seconds, so what does Cole do?
Cole says, I mean, last I heard, Ryan wanted him to leave. So Cole's going to say, this place is super nice, and I'd really like to keep it exactly as it is, so I'm going to go, okay? And he's going to start moving towards the stairway. And he's going to get up the stairway, and I don't know what stuff he has, but if he has he's got prestidigitation, magic missile. So he has no spell slots, and he has no attack cantrip. So I'm assuming that's why he has his crossbow, right?
Probs.
Okay, so he's going to ready a crossbow, and if someone like makes a malicious action, he's going to chew them and probably one-shot them because he's Cole.
Probably. Alright, so he just goes that far up the staircase, or does he go up farther, and we're just using our imaginations?
Well, he's going to go up. Well, he still wants to see the room, so he's
Okay,
going to move up towards the staircase, probably glancing up the staircase, seeing if he sees anything, but if not, that's it. That's his turn.
So the staircase is really steep that you guys came down, so he probably can't see up very well.
Okay, well, hopefully I did Cole justice with his voice.
It was beautiful, and I'm impressed. Alright, Loon, my girl, can we hear you? Alright.
No, because she effed her mute.
Oh, good!
I thought I heard that Snap was just very quiet.
Let's just bork everything tonight.
Nope,
Everything.
can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Nope. That looked foul.
Damn it. Damn it.
It's okay, Lindsay, you can't hear
I
it,
couldn't
so...
hear you, but I could feel your frustration, just so you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Fingers of fear. Oh no, girl! You can type it! Okay.
Good times.
Oh, alright.
You suck.
And slap him
We're
upside
not
the head.
friends anymore.
Go home.
Worst decision.
Have no hope.
Ah! Shush. I'm impartial.
You need a better poker face to be impartial.
Right? This is my poker face. It's just a big old grin.
If she just smiles the entire time, you won't know.
You can't tell when I'm worried, except for we all know that you can totally tell when I'm worried.
Yep.
You know when you're worried.
Especially because of Alador.
I think it's more, when isn't Lynn's worried?
That's a good question. And stop. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Love the pantomime. Alright. So that's your action and bonus action. You're just gonna do only that. Okay. Alright. Bammy.
Okay, because I've got the girl in my arms. I don't want to select Cole, I just want to select us. I'm going to move along the stairs, as you know, have her on my back.
Okay.
Because the cactus is two-handed. I've got one of my hand axes out, but I'm just keeping me between her and the ghost. But I don't want to completely run away yet. And
Got it.
if the ghost happens to come up with me, I'm gonna hit him with my hand axe, but just trying to stay on the edge, but not retreating.
Okay. So you're readying your action to hit him if he comes near. Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
And maliciously.
Oh.
Like if he's just moving nearby, that's not.
Right. Got it. Excuse me. Okay, so now we get to his turn. So, with Bellin coming and kneeling at his feet, and Loon also, and Kyra readying herself for something, the Spectre looks down, he's holding his maul up, and his face is all scrunched from what you can see of it. And he slowly lowers it, with his hand still outstretched towards Bellin. And he, hearing Bellin's words, puts his hand on Bellin's shoulder, or his head, whatever he reaches. I want shoulder.
Crushes it.
Just rips
Like a
the arm
grape.
out.
Like a grape and shakes it off.
He
I'm
puts his
sorry,
hand
I'm
on-
sorry.
He puts his hand on Bellin's shoulder and he says, I knew one of you would figure it out. And then hearing Loon, I just wish she was here, kind of, repeat what she read on the wall in the first room, he nods and sheathes his maul. And he says, though I cannot accept your oath, imperfect as it is, this is all in 6 seconds, it's amazing. Imperfect as it is, I, as a knight, cannot dishonor my order by causing you harm here. Go if you will. The end of that. And that's his turn. Kyra, what do you do?
So hearing this, just gonna, like, kind of glare at Bellin and just turn around and walk away.
Don't turn around.
Well, I'll get to the stairs, but I want to make sure everyone usher them along.
Alright. I don't know if we're still in initiative. He's no longer
I mean,
malicious.
you could drop it if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna exit that. Boom. So,
Champs, do you have
everyone,
a voice?
yeah.
Champs and champs.
I don't know, do I have a voice?
No.
Nope.
Now you don't. Okay,
Okay, what happened?
so
He killed us all. We're
He-
dead.
he sheathed his maul,
GG.
said, I knew one of you would figure it out. And he said, I can't accept your imperfect oath, but if you will go, you may go. Basically.
Bye!
So they read the oath off of the wall, right?
Yeah, in the very first
Upstairs?
room, you guys read something that Loon seemed to figure out must be the oath.
Well, was it read out loud to everyone?
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
I read
Cole
it
read
out
it out loud.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, Cole read it out loud to everyone.
Would I remember it? It's been a month.
Technically, it's been like a minute.
You
That's
just
what I'm saying.
you just heard me say it.
Yeah.
Well, you said it like not great,
No,
right?
I didn't. I was trying to remember it, and I didn't really want to say it.
So if
So-
I remember what it is, I will recite the oath to him.
All right. And he leaves his hand on your shoulder as you recite it. And he nods.
Okay.
And he says, shoot, I was not prepared for this. You do not. You guys all talking about dying! I was not prepared! So he says,
Take that, lady. Welcome to GMing.
thanks, man. Shoot, what's he even. He just nods.
Big-
and he's- And what?
I said, in the biggest upset of D&D history, we all live.
I really enjoy that you weren't prepared for us to live.
I was not like this! Again, he nods and he says, you do not seem the type for a knighthood. And from what you've said earlier, I don't believe I'm any longer in a position to give one. But your fealty and the honor, second-hand realized as it is, has been noted. And provided you no longer desecrate this area, you may take what trophies you find and leave in peace. And then he vanishes. Poof.
I love you. Belen's just gonna sit there for a while.
Well,
Are we going to just sit here, or can we leave now?
So everyone else heard that we can take the stuff, right? He said that out loud.
Yeah, he said that out loud.
not
Well,
inside his head or
wouldn't-
anything.
Wouldn't taking the stuff be desecrating? This stuff was all here for a reason.
I don't know. He gave us permission.
Is there anything in the immediate area that we can see? Are there doors that are open? Are there like
So-
tombs?
You guys put your hands on these doors earlier, and that's what called him out. So you know that there are doors there, and those of you who can see far enough can see the giant crack in the ground from where apparently there was some cataclysmic event decades ago. There's rubble. There are bits of wood frame and things and broken weapons that apparently must have been up in decoration somehow that are strewn across the ground. So there's that. If you wish to investigate further, you may.
I would like to at least glance around. Maybe like put my hand on one of the doors and see if it moves. I mean, he said we can take what we find.
His exact words were, provided you no longer desecrate this place, you may take what trophies you find.
Okay,
Where are my notes?
so I'd like to open up one of the doors and
All right.
hopefully not desecrate this place.
Lunellis will open the other one with try to clean off her hand before she. Oh, that's still just grease. It's all just grease.
Ugh, that's
Or should we take a short rest before we open a door?
probably.
Okay.
Let's take a short rest.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's
You-
rest.
Do Bammy and Cole take their rest on the stairs?
Yeah, I mean, just like the bottom of the stairs. I will, take the girl off my shoulders and set her down,
And Janine-
feed her half a ration.
Janine,
Of course.
you can... So you can see the whites all the way around Janine's eyes. She is just, like, pale. She was already weak before, and now she's just kind of like, wherever you place her or hold her, she's just staying there. And she's just kind of breathing like a rabbit, like...
It's going to be okay. We just need to rest up a bit before we take you home.
Alright, we're safe now?
Yes. I feel like if any of those creatures from before comes down here, that ghost man is going to be very upset with them.
Alright, okay, I mean, it did kind of sound like he was okay with you guys now. I would like a rest. And then she just kind of slumps against the wall, even in the wet dirt of like the water that's now rushing down the stairs into this packed earth. She just sits right in the mud and just sits and looks exhausted.
Cool.
Well, I regained 3 hit points. So half of a hit.
Alternatively, because I don't get anything from a short rest,
Ooh.
while everyone's resting, can I, like, look around the room?
You may.
Because I don't need any hit points because I didn't get any damage.
Mostly we're trying not to desecrate anything before we
Oh,
recover.
I
That's-
thought going through the doors is what you guys were talking about.
well, that's
If
what I mean,
opening
like,
the
yeah,
doors
like,
is
around.
desecration.
Well,
Yeah,
opening-
but I'm
There's
not
more room
trying to
besides
open the
those
doors. I just want to, like, look around, see if there's anything, like, opening pots, not desecrating, not knocking things over, like, just kind of perusing.
a pot might be like sacred. We don't know.
Well, sucks for you. Why don't you take your rest?
All right. Well,
So
if
do you
get
walk
in a way-
Do you walk around the room and do this? Do you stay sort of where you all are?
I mean, how... Oh, that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Can I scooch this way?
You can, yes.
Ugh. Okay, I'm just gonna... me with my no dark vision.
Do you want to take the torch with you?
Maybe. I mean, I can see enough with a torch. Oh. Is there more? No, that's just a crevice. Alright, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, the room is quite dark beyond what you can see. And
No,
it could go on, it could not, you're not sure. Alright, so then roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Mhm.
Really, Kyra?
It's really
day like this.
It's quite dark when as soon as you get past the torchlight. You know that there are doors here, and you can see the rubble on the ground and all of that, and the crevice on the ground. There do seem to be some decorative things, but they all look pretty old, pretty rusted, pretty just old, and not as pretty. So nothing really catches your eye.
There's just really nothing of use here. Are you all rested yet?
This takes an hour. Exactly.
I just have to recharge my tracking dart and I'll be good to go.
Luna,
Which also
I imagine,
takes
is,
about
like,
an hour.
literally sitting over there like smack.
Just winding it up. About 4,000 times, which does take about an
It's
hour.
like one of those flashlights
Yep.
or the radio.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say it's like one of the battery-powered ones. You have to actually like shake the magnet in it to get it to glow.
Those camping radios?
Yeah, where you have to like crank it to get it to go for like 30 seconds.
That was the best.
And then
Oh god.
halfway through you get bored, so you start. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Most restful rest.
There. She is an insomniac.
True.
True.
No
2
one else
hours a
is,
night.
though.
2 hours a night.
Oh, wow. Okay, anyone else want to do anything during this short rest?
Contemplate. Brood a little bit.
You should contemplate.
Alright, fast forwarding. It's
We're
been...
not gonna wait the whole hour.
We did that.
No.
Oh my god.
Getting part of the game. Before Lindsay got here was the hour short rest.
It was, yes. I thought I'd get that over with first. So, about an hour has passed. You can't really tell in here, and just the dripping of the water and the sloshing of the waves that as they roll down past you. And it's getting really humid and really salty smelling in here. And Janine has straight up fallen asleep against the wall. Like, just her legs are now covered in mud and like salt water. She does not look comfy at all.
would have picked her
like,
up.
The crypt,
Yeah.
like where I'm
Fine.
standing. Like, put her up there, poor thing.
Yeah,
Right where the ghost chest was.
would have picked her up. Yeah,
Okay, well, she's sleeping wherever she is.
I'm going.
just like over my
Try.
shoulder.
I'm going to respectfully try a door.
I have Cole. Cole, can you do something about this? And hopefully he'll cast prestidigitation so I don't desecrate the tomb as I try to open the door.
Yeah, sure. Prestidigitation.
Oh my god, you do a really good Cole.
It's not Jamaican
and,
or anything.
And while I'm at it, Bammy, what? Prestidigitation, and he's gonna clean up the hostage thing.
The hostage thing.
Her
She
name is
has a
Janine.
name.
You mean the mud off of the poor girl?
Yeah, the traumatized child. Does that work?
When
From
she
a really
sweeps her
weird
dress up
family.
and she feels violated. Oh
No!
Wakes up immediately. What the?
no! I'm very sorry!
As she's resting in your arms, Bammy, everyone, if you look at her, you realize she's probably, like, can't be more than 14 years old. And she's got, like, she's only been here, you remember, she's only been here, like, probably 8 hours now. And she has, like, bags under her eyes, and she's, like, scuffed up, like, she looks unreasonably worn out for how long she's been here. And, Belen, you open the door.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I hope I don't screw it back up.
Alright. You push open the door.
Do I see anything?
Do you? You open this into like a shallow room kind of carved out. The walls are uneven and there is a stone table with a bunch of jars and really old jars, stone jars and tools, and lots of things piled up in it. You're not sure necessarily what the purpose would be, but that's what you see. And there are cobwebs.
So it's got like an altar.
It doesn't so much look like an altar in this room. It looks like a shallow, like a long, but like below the waist table, like a kind of work table.
And there's tools in there?
Yes, some sort of tool implements.
I would
jars and
call
such.
Loon over and say that this looks like her wheelhouse. And from where I'm at, I'd like to just glance around and see if anything catches my eye.
Roll perception, please. Excuse me, I had to sneeze.
Good rolls? Bellin! Oh my goodness!
Boy! So
Alright, well,
you pushed open
everyone was gonna roll like crap tonight. Thanks, Bellin. Thanks, Bellin.
So you pushed open these somewhat ornate but very worn stone doors, and you get your initial glance of these piles of things, this table, these tools. But like as you sort of stand in the doorway, cautiously now, understandably, you get glimmers of things amidst the tools. You see some rolled, not paper, but like what might have been paper ages and ages ago, shoved into some jars. You see something glittering in, like, amongst the soot and dirt and fallen pebbles and things on the table on one side. And that's what you see.
Can I open my door?
Okay, well, I'd still want Loon to take a look at
Oh.
it, but I think
Have you
she
been
wants
waiting to open your door this whole
first.
time?
Yes.
That's embarrassing.
And then
You
once
open
my
the
door's
door.
open, we can pretend like we can pretend these happen at the same time. So I'd go and talk to Bill and tell him what I found too. Do I see ballerina shoes?
Ballerina shoes? No.
The blurry images look
Holy.
like ballerina shoes.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, you see fallen over jars and lots of dust-covered things. Like when that crack in the ground was made, it obviously shook a whole bunch from the ceiling and covered a whole, like everything in here. Again, there's a shallow table in here with stuff on it, but it's covered in like dirt and bits of rock that you'd have to probably sift through to see if there's anything worthwhile.
I will take out my rapier so I don't touch anything, and do the kind of like just move, just sift through. But I want to make sure not to disturb anything too much.
While you're disturbing stuff, you don't want to disturb anything?
Yes, I shall shift, not disturb.
All right, roll an investigation check for me.
Investigation.
All right, as you move this dirt and rubble around, you uncover something that is definitely glittering, and it's a large something. It appears to be some sort of sculpted or carved object. And as you continue uncovering it, it appears to be a boat made of some sort of metal. Might be bronze, might be gold. It's quite old. It's just laying there amongst the dirt.
I won't touch it yet. I'll yell out, Bellin, what did you find?
I don't know. You stuff, like
Me stuff.
tools and
Trade me
dirt.
rooms.
And then I'd like to point out the stuff that I saw to her, like the glitter.
Okay.
There's spider webs in here. I take my room back. I'm kidding.
All right, Loon, as you come around the corner, you can see that Bellen's room, it doesn't have quite as much rubble as yours did, but it does have cobwebs and age. But he points out to you the scrolls that he saw, like shoved in a jar over there, like the implements and things that are piled up on the table, covered in dust and dirt, and the shiny things in the corner that he can see glittering from where he stands.
Can I read a scroll?
You may. You just pull one of the scrolls out of the jar.
Gently, gingerly, with love and care and respect.
Okay. So you pull it out and you can't read it.
Does it
But
look like
it has some things sewn onto it, like it is very ornately made and written, like in really old calligraphy that has somehow lasted the ages. And that's what you get on a first glance.
I roll it back up, step it in. Well, that's completely useless. Where were the tools you mentioned, Belen?
Well, I'd like to bring the paper with you.
Oh. Do you like to see the pretty writing?
No, Loon, you know I don't read.
Oh.
So she brings it
Did
out
I know
and brings
you
it in.
don't read? That doesn't sound familiar to me.
He kind of like scuffs his foot and like goes to check the other room.
No, Belen!
There was some glittering
Champ.
stuff in there too.
Forever having to teach characters how to read.
Yes, exactly.
It's okay, Bammy already knows how to read.
Good
Barely.
for you, Bammy.
Alright, so Loon brought the scroll out of that room, yes?
Oh.
I gave
So
it to
anyone-
Belen. I handed it to Belen.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah,
What is it?
I take it and
I don't know, I can't read it.
I take it out of the room.
Okay. So anyone who's out there who wants to look at it can look at it now. Just saying.
I would like to look at it.
Okay.
Do you mind if I take a peek?
You're gonna be careful with it.
Of course.
Don't just light it on fire now.
Give it to her. As I'm doing that, like I wanted to point out the other glittering things I saw to Loon.
Right.
And then I'm gonna go get the boat.
Okay. So
Out of the room.
Kyra, as you pull it out, so Kyra first. As you take the scroll from Belen and unroll it again and give it a good look, like, are you trying to read it? Are you inspecting it?
I mean, if I can read it, I would like to. If it
Roll.
looks legible to me.
It is not a language you understand. Would you please roll a just straight intelligence check? Just intelligence. That's actually sufficient. It was not a high DC. You know that this isn't actually technically a language that people know or speak. These are actually arcane runes. And this is probably some sort of written spell. And therefore a spell scroll.
Alright. Cole, you may have more use of this than I will, since this looks...
Oh boy, things to read.
Yeah, why don't you, handle
Mage
this with care?
Mage hand
Alright.
directly into the thing, and Cole can read it later.
Alright. Okay. That was fast. Alright.
Well,
So-
I don't want to rob Ryan of any.
Right. Okay. That's fair. So just add one ancient scroll to his inventory. Loon, you can see there's still another scroll stuffed into one jar. There's some shiny things, some tools. Belen, you grab the boat and you pull it out and shake off the dust. And it just looks like a really nicely sculpted sculpture of a boat on waves. And it's not... Actually, roll a history check, please.
Oh boy.
You know your girl knows her history.
Hey, I'll have you know, Belen's proficient. With
Nice!
it, too.
Probably from hanging out with Loon.
Hey,
Maybe
that's
not.
the
Maybe
best
not from
too.
hanging out with Loon. Maybe that was from somewhere else. Maybe you know from somewhere else.
He
Okay,
kinda
so-
tunes out sometimes.
So, when you pick up this boat and kind of look it over and turn it over in your hands, it doesn't seem like a style of art that you've ever encountered before. It seems finely made as you're holding it, but you don't know how or why. It seems like it could fetch a pretty penny.
Okay, I'll put it in my bag, and then while she's gathering up the stuff I'm assuming she's taking out of there, I'd like to take the torch
Okay.
and move this way and kind of just inspect what I can see over here. And if I have to like move closer to see it, I will, but I'd like to kind of stay as far away as I can.
Okay. So, Loon first. We'll come back to you, Bellin. Loon, you are going to the room and looking for the shiny things? What?
Yep. He said there were tools or shiny things, and I'm gonna again gingerly and respectfully uncover them.
So as you work, there's still one scroll sticking up out of a jar, and then you're moving some dust and dirt and cobwebs around, and you reveal some small hand tools that, please, what in the world skills are there? My mind just blanked.
I mean...
Please roll for me a... Yeah, let's just...
Tinker's tools.
Actually, roll a medicine check.
What? I mean, I'm proficient, but what?
Embalming tools.
They are, in fact, embalming tools.
I think I could use these for something else, I'm sure.
They are made out of some metal that seems to have manfully withstood the years. It's not untarnished, but it's surprisingly barely tarnished.
Okay, I'm going to add that to my inventory. Embalming tools. I had a... Did I have something else I want to do? I don't think I had anything else I want to do.
Well, you were sifting through the dirt and saw some shiny things on the side.
Oh!
Yeah.
Wait, do I need to find more things? Or are you about to tell me more things?
Well, I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
So you uncovered the tools first, and as you shove some things aside, you hear some, like... what's the word I'm looking for? Not tinkling, but, like, heavier than tinkling.
Clunking?
Anyway, you hear pottery noises.
Wait, you're all frozen. Wait. Clinking? You're back.
You hear pottery noises, like...
Oh.
Like heavy tinkling, I don't know. And so... Spelling it. So... And then you uncover the remains of what must have been some sort of dish or jar that got broken. Like something must have fallen from the ceiling and shattered it. And in the remains, with the dirt, you see a whole bunch of old, thick coins.
Can I inspect them to see if I recognize the era or region that they're from?
You may. Please roll history.
I would love to.
They're buffalo nickels.
Alright. So, as you're looking them over, you, having studied some and having worked with money and things, you can tell that they are thicker than are currently made, and they're actually pure metal, like pure silver all the way through. And the design on them is vaguely reminiscent of some sacrish emblems you have seen on some like sacrish products that have made their way to Ecclelaird, which, as you all know, sacred products are extremely well valued and are extremely fine craftsmanship. So you recognize some of the emblems and designs on it, but it's not modern.
Yeah. How many of them do I find?
You find 11.
And they're all silver?
They are all pure silver.
Excellent. I pocket those, and then as I'm putting them in my little satchel, I call out to Cole. Cole, there are some more reading materials in here if you're interested.
Oh boy, more reading! I love reading! Mage Hand! And I snatched it. Is it just another one?
It is another ancient scroll, which Cole easily tells is a spell scroll.
Yoink!
Cool. Alright, and then Balin you were inspecting the crevice? The crevasse?
Yeah, I'm kind of glancing around and looking in this area and seeing if anything catches my eye, just a roundabout way.
Right. Okay, so please roll No, you don't have to roll for this. So as you're looking around with the torch, you see two more of those graves that the ghost had popped out of. Not graves, but what do they call it? Sarcophagi? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so they so they seem to have shifted, like these walls as you're looking around. This earthquake that must have happened shifted this tomb and possibly some things have fallen through the crevice or got destroyed, and you can't tell the difference between the rubble. But you see only 2 more of the sarcophagus, and all of the walls around seem just stone, no more doors. If there were doors here, they have caved in.
But nothing eye-catching.
Now, you see, again, discarded weapons and things that must have been some sort of honorable decoration for the service that these knights perform, but it's just scattered now. Some of it's broken.
What about leaning and looking down into the crevice a little bit? Not like hanging over the edge, glancing, you know?
Yeah, as far as the torch's light goes, the crevice gets thinner, but it goes down very far deep. There doesn't seem to be anything glittering at you from down there. It's just broken earth.
Okay.
That is now becoming wet.
I'm done then. I'm gonna go ahead and leave.
Do you think it's time to depart from this lovely...
You know, I really enjoy being down here, but I think that maybe we should go, because Bammy really wants to get this girl back to her parents, and I think she's kind of sad, so if we could go, that'd be super.
I think you might be right, Cole.
I'd really prefer to get out here before I get any more muddy.
Oh, I can help. Press the digitation.
Oh, cool.
And all of the mud just blasts clean off, and even as you stand in the muddy dirt, like, your armor's completely clean as your boots start to become soiled again.
Thank you, Cole.
Okay, is this door locked?
It is not. You guys left it... Oh, you guys left it open, right? It didn't close behind you or anything?
I thought it did close
Sure.
behind us
No,
because we got
it's
locked
open.
in.
We're
No,
fine,
it's
we can
open,
go.
but
I mean, it's been open this
a
whole
couple
time.
of us saw a blue spark or something back up in the room we came from.
I don't think the door closed behind you. If I said that, that was foolish.
No, the
So
door
okay.
didn't close because we
Then
saw
I walked through
something.
this obviously open door.
Obviously. Alright. Does everyone follow so I can just grab everyone at once?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow, but as everyone's like walking out and leaving, I'm gonna just kind of like take one last glance around. Just like, not like in the room, just looking at the room.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know, reminiscing on some shit that went down.
About what just happened here?
Yeah.
The life lessons that might have occurred?
Belen's gonna internalize for a little bit as
Alright.
everyone's leaving.
Alright, so what's everyone's marching order? Loon was first?
I suppose.
I'll go first.
Okay, good.
Alright.
Bammy,
Then
do you want to go?
Yeah, Bammy would go second.
I'll go third.
Cole will go. Okay, Cole will go in front of Belen, I guess, then.
Ugh, I'm gonna rotate you real quick. No, not Loon. Grab Kyra. There we go. Hold, please. This laptop is not the best. Not the best friend I've ever had. Is anyone carrying the torch? Anyone? Anyone?
Someone will.
Cole will carry it in his mage hand.
That's not how the song goes, but
Is that Amos Lee?
no, it's
Poof!
that
I
guy's
just
name?
put you on top of each other. That was rude.
I can't think
Okay,
of that
what am I
artist's
doing here?
name. He sings "You're the
Oh,
Best
please.
Thing"
Hold, please. Cole's got the torch.
and "Trouble."
And he appears.
Trouble, 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 trouble.
Oh yeah, Ray LaMontoya.
Yeah, LaMontagne. Yeah.
LaMontagne, that's it. I love that. He's such a...
Yeah.
Him and
Alright.
him.
As you guys all come into this room, you see another glowing figure standing above this big old sarcophagus altar.
I immediately say, "Knight of the thing, being honest and noble, and
The
promoting
figure
unity and
lifts-
strength." And
The figure lifts her hand with a slight smile and just like holds her hand up. And then with a little wave, the door behind you guys closes. Swoop! Like right behind Belle, like poof, just closes.
We're just trying to get out of here. We
Bet.
mean no harm.
Belen would walk like right up.
I
so-
understand. There's no need to apologize to me. I apologize to you. Eternity does not suit everyone the same, and I apologize to my brother in arms. Our tomb is not what it was, and the wards broke long ago. And some of us broke with them. I welcome you. And I thank you for stopping what almost happened here.
They were bad people. They needed to be stopped.
Were they, though?
They were going to kill this girl. That's bad.
They
Innocent
were.
child.
But in war, there are many casualties, as I'm sure, Lady Paladin, you must know.
I'm sorry, what war is going on right now?
She gestures to the dead kobolds. Wow. The dead Kappa and Kapawara bodies that are still laying there. And she looks kind of sad. And as you were looking at her, she looks extremely impressive. Like, her armor is very, almost regal. Her shield, and you're starting to see why the sarcophagus on which she floats has the emblems and designs that it does. Like, the wings on the woman, like, her shield looks like it's carved so nicely to look like a dragon wing in her hand. And she has another wing carved in the gauntlet and pauldron of her other arm that holds her longsword. And she is battle-scarred, but in death, still very vibrant and impressive.
Who are they at war with?
What?
Who are they
at war with?
Well, these creatures... Did you not notice the desperation with which they fought? It was neither hatred nor anger. They were fighting to survive, and in the only way they knew how. These creatures tend to be gentle, like most animals until provoked. Have you not noticed the goings-on in the world around you? Or does one dead have to spell it out?
I'm new around these parts. I'm from the opposite side of the world, so no, I'm quite unaware of what's been going on around here.
She seems considering to look over all of you. And as she looks at you, like, her eyes, which are glowing in her spectral form, seem to see through you almost, and you get the feeling that she can see a lot more than it was implied that the other specter could see. No. And she says, "The beasts of the waters are unruly of late. They batten down their hatches as if expecting a great storm." And she looks very pointedly at Kyra.
I knew it.
The monsters here that you have fought and killed were fleeing and seeking sanctuary where they could make it. This tomb, which was created for us many ages ago, would have been quite a safe place indeed had it gotten a blessing that suited them. The world is uneven, and I fear it will become more so.
So are you saying they weren't going to kill the girl?
Oh, they were. There are powers in this world that respond to sacrifice. One weak thing sacrificed in the name of greater strength received. And at those words, and Kyra, could you make a religion check, or anyone who else might be proficient in that?
Bammy totally is.
Ooh, Kyra, girl. I don't know if Cole's proficient
I'm
in it.
proficient in religion.
Oh, goodness!
I have a +2. It's only a +2, but still.
Okay, well I'm not. Whoa!
That's Cole.
I quit.
Cole
I
rolls.
was going home.
She just throws her shield at
Sword.
Cole's face.
Get it. Just like
Shield at
Captain
Cole's
America
face.
style.
Like the crowbar all over again. No, I'm just kidding. So, Kyra, as you hear these words, they sound almost familiar to you, but you can't put your mental finger on why. And Cole, I should have typed up a whisper, but I'm just going to say it out loud. Cole recognizes this wording and this implication of sacrifice giving up something for the hope of something greater, as the talk of a goddess called Gayaba. She is the elderly crone goddess of the wilds and wild things and monsters. And often when spellcasters or stereotypically evil things want to cast rituals or improve their magics, they employ living sacrifice in an effort to get Gayaba's blessing. Because Gayaba is believed to be a deity over life and death, and in dying, receiving a different kind of life.
This kind of sounds like when I was reading back home about Gayaba, and yeah, I'm not going to go full into it, but Cole would relay the information.
Right. So this figure nods and she says, I fear that many powers of every world will be invoked soon and may be active here. There's not much I can do on this plane any longer, not with my resting place in the state that it has become. But someone must be warned, and you are the first I've seen in ages.
So, I assume, are we to expect something to come from the water? If the sea creatures are battening down for a storm, they've come to shore to seek refuge. Is this somewhere near the target?
It does seem that way, doesn't it? Or that some creatures believe so. The deeper creatures have simply sought deeper refuge. And the more aggressive may seek to take over while they can and gain what power they can. I do not know much. I'm just a spirit now.
So, if you don't mind me asking, was your order... Were you here before to prevent this in the past?
We were many things, but clairvoyant or future-seeing was clearly not one of them. We and I do not know what is causing this, but the world on which I lived and which you now live is not so solid, I think, as I was led to believe. No, we did not come to stop this. We came from far, far away. And these are different things than we've ever seen.
So, finding other members of your order or resurrecting your order is not something that we should seek?
I would prefer you didn't. You are young yet, but I think in time you may realize that a long, long rest is welcome, and you do not wish to be woken.
Well, I didn't mean you specifically.
I am awake, but I have other business to attend in planes other than these. This is for the living now to work out and to handle. I am just a messenger, as I have wars to fight in other places.
Okay. Thank you.
Would you like for us to seal this temple as we leave?
She looks really thoughtful and kind of touched a little bit.
You're welcome. Hook me up, girl. I'm kidding.
And she says, you may try, but... And she gets kind of a smirk as she looks at you all over again. I do not mean to offend, but it was created and sealed by those far more specialized than you are now. And I fear the door was rather broken when they came in their hurry.
Well, might those that are more specialized than us have left anything behind that could aid us in our way forward?
My vision does not see that far, but... And like I said, we did not expect this. We did not know this would happen, and I still don't know what is happening. I just know that there is great fear where there never used to be, and desperation is far more dangerous than hate.
Well, thank you for the warning. And I think that we have a frightened child to deliver home.
Indeed. I did my best to protect her, but like I said, my reach only goes so far in this plane now.
Well, I think it goes a little further.
She smiles.
At least now it does.
We can take it on. Let's go.
Yes, thank you for the warning, and I hope you enjoy your rest. Have a good afterlife.
Thank you.
Enjoy your wars.
Thank you. There is little rest. There is little rest for either the wicked or the righteous. And then
What about the lazy?
she laughs and slowly fades.
Don't turn around.
And then I walk through this obviously open door.
Obviously. So, are you guys just gonna go through?
Blacksmith.
We're going to the
Back to
blacksmith,
town.
yeah.
Alright. We're just gonna poof!
I'm fine with pooping.
We're gonna fast travel from here. I mean, I know we can't fast travel in a building, but once we get outside, we'll fast travel to the town.
Provided there isn't a bunny running around.
Well, no,
Alright,
you
is
have to
anything
anger
happening
the bunny
tonight?
first before it'll prevent fast travel.
Bella will anger the bunny.
Alright, sorry, hold on, kids.
Kids, aren't you like the youngest?
Yeah.
No,
No.
Alex is.
No, my friends apparently think I'm 23.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just gonna cause you all to appear. Poof!
Champs, you're not old. You're not older than like 25.
I'm not.
She's older than you.
No,
Yo.
I'm older. I'm older than Ryan. It feels like.
Everyone's older than Ryan. He's like 18.
That's true. That's pretty true. Ryan has the young Abercrombie looks of an 18.
Oh my gosh, he totally does.
See,
Ryan is our Abercrombie model.
see, we got our Greek goddess, our god.
Our L'Oreal god.
That was so perfect.
I feel like I missed everything just now.
You can watch it on YouTube later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have our Roman statue god and our Abercrombie model.
Our L'Oreal model.
Alright, so you guys come all the way out of the tomb, past the broken doors, and the floating bodies of the Kappa that you knocked out seem to be missing. And as you scramble over the rocks,
That's never a good thing.
through the water and onto the beach.
Do we see more footprints?
No, just your own.
Okay.
But yeah, you see the ocean out before you, the forest behind you, and it is quite late now.
I'd still like to walk back. We just took a short rest, right?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I didn't bring Janine out. She just died on the way, apparently.
Baby never picked her back up. I will stealth.
Well, please.
I'll try and stealth too, I guess.
I mean, Kyra can try, but
Well, I was gonna go ahead a little bit and just stay ahead and scout out as we go, since I can see in the dock,
Well,
and because I am very sneaky.
I can
I mean, I'm not as
stealth.
sneaky as Bellin,
Well, that's not true. You've been more sneaky every time than Bellin.
but I can see in the dark.
So
and
can
you would
Bellin.
need a light. Oh, he can. I thought Bellin was. He's a wood elf. He's a wood elf.
Yeah.
Bammy and I are the ones I can't see.
Every
And when I
time.
stealth, I whisper, Bellin.
Holy moly.
That's with a +7.
Jeez. Kyra just wants to try to be quiet. I'm scared to roll now.
But it's
Oh, is that disadvantage?
It was just the two. Oh no.
Bellin,
Kyra, I hate you so much.
She'll
Yeah.
come up
get
here with me.
better.
We'll keep a lookout as we go.
I was gonna look out.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a better idea. Yes. Do that.
High
I'm not
five.
very good at strategy. Oh, look at the kitty.
Where's the kitty?
Yeah, your mic is working.
No, he's
I know.
lowering the kitty.
Can I lure the kitty that way? Nope.
Just suddenly a cat.
A random cat appears. Ah! Whose cat are you?
I don't even own a cat.
I love you. Stay.
Stay here forever.
Well, that's your first mistake, telling the cat you love them. See, what you have to do,
Immediately leaves.
you tell them that you don't like them, and then you do this.
No, she's so lovey since she got fixed.
She got
Not the drugs.
she got fixed as she was getting to that point of her cycle.
Aw, she just wanted some help, some love. Heal me.
She's like, I don't have a cat mom to tell me about my body.
So just get rid of those parts.
Wow, 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 Noof.
I'm not even in Twitch. I don't want to know.
I don't know.
You crazy kids with your Abercrombie and Twitch.
Uh,
Wow, wow, Noof. Excellent, but terrible.
All right. Okay. So as you guys are all attempting to stealth, Bellin, as you are looking around and getting your wits about you to prepare for the trek back, as you look out into the water and you can see the moonlight glittering off of the little tiny waves as they come in toward the shore, but then you see some glittering that is not waves. In fact, you see many pairs of them,
How many?
dozens. But they are many feet from you. They are
Just run.
so far. And they don't seem to be moving at all.
Informing everyone else that is there.
oh, are they moving towards us? Or are they staying still?
I think they're just watching us. Well, I mean, Loon would be able to see, right?
Once you point them out, actually, with how far away she is, yeah, she could see them a bit.
Then, GM, are they moving towards us or are they staying still?
They seem to just be kind of floating and bobbing in the water, sort of moving toward each other, but never closer.
Okay.
If anyone who wants to make a perception check.
I don't know if non-dark vision would be able to see.
No, you cannot see them.
So no perception.
Actually, with the torch, you can totally see them.
Oh, well then perception for us. Kyra, you're stupid.
Hey, Cole. What does Cole and Bellin see?
Bellin rolled
And
well.
Don sees everything.
Oh.
Cole.
So it's cold.
Of course, Cole sees everything. Cole's.
Don't you
sweet
tell me what you
little-
So, let's see. So, yeah, Cole and Bellin. Once Bellin points these out to Cole, you can sort of see the silhouettes in the water. As the torchlight hits and the moonlight comes down, you can sort of see these are small creatures, the same as the ones that you fought, actually, but smaller and frailer. Not as brightly colored. You can't see color in dark vision. They look frailer.
They're babies.
And Bellin, you can discern that these must be women and children and old people.
Oh, no.
And
Alex has a sad face.
Yeah, that's right, and we'll do the same to the lot of you. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't.
Good sad.
Bellin's like, target practice.
so over the sound of the waves sloshing in the night, you guys can sort of hear some slight, small, quiet chattering of the language that you heard before.
Let's just leave them, guys. Let's just
And
go.
if anyone wants to make an insight check,
Is it in Thieves' Camp?
it is not.
Okay. Insight check. Bellin will make an insight check.
And you can all hear this, so all of you can make an insight check, whether you saw them or not.
Cole doesn't have any insight, but he's probably going to roll a natural 20, so... Yeah, see? Told you. Practically.
All right, so Bellin, you and Bammy, yes, you both hear these voices, and you can hear some common, like broken common, in between what you are assuming now is the Kappa language, some sort of goblinoid. But you can just hear the cadence of it, but you don't really hear any meaning or emotion in it. It's too far, and the waves are just too magical. Whereas Kyra and Cole, neither of you know goblinoid, but Kyra, you are very familiar with the sound of many voices talking in worry and mourning. And you can tell, even though you don't know what they're saying, you can definitely hear a very sad and broken desperation in their tone. And Cole, he seems to take on a sad countenance, and as he like kind of squints and turns his ear toward the sea and says, I think they're gonna have to try and find somewhere else to go.
Cole, you're so cute. Stop it.
Cole, they tried to murder us. And they tried to get a place to live by murdering this small child.
I know, it's still a little sad.
It is sad.
It
And whatever
is-
comes out of the water, we might be here to deal with it, but we might not. Hopefully not. Let's just keep moving.
And as you guys talk and start walking away, anyone who's looking toward the sea can see the eyes slowly turn and just disappear in
Yeah.
different directions and not come toward this beach. And just swim away.
Okay, bye.
I don't care. They tried to kill a small child.
Is this the way back to the village? I'm just guessing.
No, I think
Nope.
it was through the trees. That's what that campsite that Bellin found up there
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
nothing.
So you guys are gonna hike through the night back to town, even though it's like 4 hours away and it's like almost midnight.
Yep.
Shite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, so, yep.
All right.
I am
cool.
scouting. I'm scouting ahead about 40 feet.
Okay.
I'm behind stealthed, just keeping an eye on everything.
Let me look at you guys' stealth rolls that I just completely ignored.
I had a 9.
Yeah. Oh,
21.
No, you had a
Don't
21.
think I ever rolled stealth.
Double
You may
20.
roll now, and Cole would please roll stealth if he wants to stealth. If he's not stealthing, that's fine.
I don't think Cole is stealthy, but I'll roll stealth for him.
If he wants to be stealthy,
I don't
doesn't
know
have
what
to
Cole
be.
wants. I don't.
Well, I know that Ryan said that if he got some moments to himself, he wanted to identify some of the stuff he has.
Well, he doesn't. Everyone hears him. That's right, Cole. You rolled low.
He got out of the tomb. His luck is gone. All right, so you guys, you retrace your steps with Loon scouting ahead and Bammy just kind of like, guys, this is the way we came from. Like, re-sniffing out your guys' old scent that you left behind as you came. And yeah, you guys start making your way, and Janine eventually wakes up with the movement of walking, but stays quiet. About an hour or so in, she eventually taps Bammy on the shoulder. Just, I think I can walk now. You don't have to carry me the whole way.
Right, I'll kneel down and like unfireman sling her.
Okay.
Just make sure she's steady on her feet.
Okay,
before-
so she does seem very unsteady for a second, and she just holds out her hands like she's gonna like grab onto someone, probably you, if she starts to fall. But then she kind of just takes a deep breath and like stands up straight. And you like in the dark, like with the torchlight, because you guys still have the torch, you can see why, like, you can see that she's a blacksmith's apprentice. Like, she seems tough. And so she just kind of wraps the blanket around herself and starts walking alongside you guys and keeps pace, even though it seems like it's not her favorite pace, and she's not necessarily healthy enough to do it. She's doing it anyway.
I will stand back up and just stay right by her side and, towering over her guardian angel status.
Oh,
Okay, Mercy.
Guardian dragon staff.
Heroes
Alright.
never die.
Loon and Bellin, roll perception, please.
Okay, I'm not very good at this. I really shouldn't be in the front.
ooh.
I can't see, or else I would be.
You can roll perception at disadvantage, Kyra or Bammy. No, you guys have the torch. You guys can roll perception.
Like I need disadvantage.
No, it's just because you couldn't see, but you can see. Look at that!
Didn't even matter.
That's my second natural one of the night.
Well, Bammy, you are just too distracted looking over Janine, making sure she doesn't trip or fall. He is human like Kyra, so you know, based on experience, that she can't see any better than you can. Mm-hmm. So you're distracted from looking around you by making sure Janine's alright. Kyra, you are just... You can't get out of your head the sorrow that you heard at the sea and just what just happened in the tomb and how unexpected it was. You guys expected to go in and just clear out some goblins, but...
Wait, hold on. I forgot we have Superstar with us.
Oh, yeah. So, Kyra, you're just preoccupied with your own thoughts.
Superstar! He rolled an 18 and a 19. He's only rolled under a 19 once tonight, basically.
Technically, he did twice. Well, tonight. Okay, yeah, once. Alright, so Bellin and Loon, as you both are scouting, you are very, very cautious after what has happened tonight. And you hear some sounds in the forest and in the plains, and you're just looking around, you're kind of jumpy, and you think you might hear something threatening, and Cole's like, "Oh, that's a blah blah type of bird." And he just, there's nothing harmful out tonight. And you guys continue your walk.
Oh.
The spirits have spoken to me. I hear everything.
And so it is very, 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 very dark when you guys get back to Escher. And despite the splash screen and the sounds, you just hear the ocean. No one is out right now. And it is probably like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Like the darkest before the dawn part of the night.
Well,
and
take one last look at your town. We're selling you into slavery.
No, I look over at Janine.
Bellin, you're not allowed to talk to the kids anymore.
At all, ever. I look over at Janine and I say, "Okay, dear, we're going to help you get home. We don't mean to impose, but do you think your father would mind if we slept in his shop?"
Do I think he'd mind?
Something.
He saved my life. And even if he does mind, I don't mind. So, and I can find my house from here. I've done this a lot. So just follow me. And even in the dark, she just seems to know this part of the land. And she leads you guys back to the blacksmith's house, and the porch light is on. Porch light meaning a lantern. And you can see a tired, hunched, burly form of Vaughn waiting on the porch as you guys approach.
Is that the small child?
Vaughn is the father?
Okay.
I don't usually describe children as burly.
Oh no, I mean, maybe he's up since we left.
He's rotund.
Jimmy is the son.
My pep talk was probably super impressive, and he
started working out.
He got like super swole overnight because he wanted to go save his sister. He took a level in barbarian.
He's like 5.
That's fine.
A level 5 barbarian.
A level 5 barbarian now.
Alright, so you guys are approaching this familiar house, and Janine immediately just starts breaking into a very clumsy run, and a couple times stumbles to the ground and catches herself on a hand, and Dad! Dad! And she runs to the porch, and you hear this manful sob as Vaughn leaps down from the porch and, Jenny! Jenny! And then he just runs, picks her up in his arms, and just squeezes her in a way that, like, on any other day would have probably been embarrassing for Janine. But then he's just crying, and she's crying, and then you hear some high-pitched little boy sobs from inside the house, where a little boy was probably should have been in bed, but wasn't. And then... Oh, what happened? And then Vaughn looks out and... All of you there! And he holds up the lantern and the light floods out onto you all. Are you all right?
We're alive.
In a word, no.
And
Most of us are fine.
he still has Janine like wrapped in one arm, like around her shoulders. He's like holding her close, and he's like looking her over and looking you over, and he just can't decide what to do there. You look exhausted. Our house isn't very large, but you are more than welcome to stay the night here. The inn's still open if you want to go there, and I'd understand. I just have a roof over the forge, and you can roll out your bedrolls.
That's fine.
That's quite acceptable for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll talk more after you're rested and in the morning, but just know, and he chokes up manfully. Just thank you. Don't mouth at me. You know, like in a bed, like.
I just want to go on record. That is no less than 3 manfullies from Lindsay tonight.
Rotundly.
I'm about to say.
I just want to say, I got made fun of for rotundly, and I feel if Ryan were here, he'd want to make fun of you for manfully at least the 3rd time.
Frankly, I was hoping, because I couldn't think of any other adverbs.
Like, ruggishly?
Ruggedly, handsomely.
Ruggedly. Manfully.
Alright, so he just nods you all over and just repeats thank you over and over. Goes inside as you guys go back around to the forge, I assume, to set up. And he comes back out. He comes with jugs of water, some like mismatched cups, some bits of dried food that he can bring out to you and not worry about like spilling and ruining the forge. He just brings you all of these things, just keeps coming out with like blankets and like quilts that obviously came off from his own bed.
Why don't you go spend some time with your family?
Yes.
I can now because of you.
Well, you should. We're tired.
Thank you. What my friend means to say is thank you very much for your hospitality. But you need rest, your daughter needs rest, and your hand and your love and affection as her father, and we also need rest. And we can talk more in the morning, but please have a safe, warm evening with your family.
You're right. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you rest well. And finally, he does go close the front door behind him and stays there for the rest of the night.
Loon.
Oh, baby.
Loon.
Yes, Bella.
You always were much better at talking than I was.
Well, I have to use any means possible to procure my items, as you know. And you don't have to use any means possible because you're a bit more talented in being quiet than I am, so.
You think that?
I've just been lucky these few days. You get nervous around new people, Belen. I've noticed this around you. You did the same thing with me. So don't try to blame it on being inadequate. You're just nervous around new people. You'll find your steps again.
Well, we'll see.
Yes, we will.
I'm tired.
We'll see that I'm right.
I'm going to bed.
Okay. Good night, Belen.
Night, Loon. And can you please keep it down tonight?
I will try, but I do have to make a new thing. But I will only use the quiet tools.
If I hear you scream, inspiration has struck.
Oh no.
One time.
Inspiration has already struck, friend.
Okay.
No new inspiration.
But I'm not worried about when it strikes. I'm worried about what comes afterwards, Loon. More than you, apparently, I need to sleep. I just need some sleep, Loon.
Fair. I do have to make 2 things tonight. I'm so sorry. But I will use the quiet tools. No hammering.
Do you have the cotton?
Oh yes, of course I have the cotton.
Okay.
I never leave it without it.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to bed.
Alright. Kyra, Bammy, anything you'd like to do or say?
Nope, just
Alright.
make sure everyone's settling in, then just disregarding the blankets, breathe fire into the forge, do the like thing dogs do
The
when
dog.
they circle around, and then just curl up next to the forge.
That's adorable.
Kyra's
y'all
gonna
just-
find a corner like completely away from everyone, and like brush all the dirt away, and like shine up her armor a little bit. Oh, I should probably doff my armor. That's annoying. And then, yeah, go to bed away from everyone
All right.
with like pillow over my ears.
All right, so y'all just conk out for the night.
Yep.
Loon, are you sleeping first or are you tinkering first?
I will. I mean, I'll tinker until the last 2 hours,
All
and
right.
then I'll wake some. I'll probably wake Bellin up because I know him the best.
All right. All right, with your night's rest as you all lay down, exhausted, surprisingly so, to sleep, and you just hear the ocean waves lulling you, and you can see the stars, and maybe the faintest hint of the beginning of dawn on the horizon. You all drift off to sleep with your thoughts and feelings from the day. And then we will take a break.
And you should check chat. Ryan has some very important questions to ask. But
Oh, goodness.
yes, we will.
Who
We
wants
will
to
be
know if the
back in like
blacksmith-
5-10 minutes. So don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, and I don't know if it's possible, but we all have super amazing character art for our characters done by Allison Howell at MindWasp on Twitter. The commissions that we did were so incredible and so detailed, and like just everything about them's super impressive. I don't know if you can give Alex access to Bellin's
Hold on, yeah, I'm gonna put Loon in here too.
sheet, or if Alex can, like, if we can send it to him and he can put them up for the stream, something, because I just want to show them off because they're so super amazing. And if you guys are actually looking for maybe some commissions for your own characters in your D&D games, if you follow Allison on Twitter, she posts when she has open commissions. I highly recommend it because it is just amazing. She's a truly skilled and talented artist, and she works really hard to bring your character's personality into the drawing, and it's awesome. Like front to back, start to finish, it's amazing.
She gave Lunellis a goggle line.
Yeah, like
A goggle line.
Yeah, it was amazing. So we super awesomely love and support her and her work, and please go and check her out on Twitter at MindWasp. And I think her information's in the info.
Yeah, if you go down in the panels, there's a section labeled art, and her Twitter and her website are linked there.
Yep. So I highly recommend that, and that's what I wanted to say. That's what I want to say for the break. So if you guys are looking for art, even just to glance at some really awesome character art, just go ahead and take a look, because she does amazing work. So yes,
Oh my gosh.
it's a Ryan. And there, speaking of character art, there's Ryan.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
Cole.
there's Cole.
Yeah.
I've got them arranged up.
You do?
Yeah, we'll put together a fancier display eventually, but
Yes,
for now, this is what we have.
we will work on a splash page to get all these together with some information about our characters, but just so everyone knows the level of amazingness that is out there. There you go. I wanted to make sure that was said because we're floored by how great they are.
Seriously, though.
Yeah. So
So amazed.
Okay, and now we're actually going to take our break.
Yeah, now the
Yep.
break is actually happening.
5-minute break now that Ryan's here. Bye, Ryan.
Bye, Ryan. Bye.
Hello. How are you? I think you're muted. I still can't hear you.
Hello? Hello?
There it is.
And I said a little spiel to chat, but it's okay.
Oh.
Oh,
man.
We've got to talk about my other level 1 gadget. Apparently, I just had not planned for that.
What was the other level 1 gadget?
I get to make another one, but I hadn't planned for another level 1. For some reason, that one I just skipped it.
You mean for like a tracking dart? Like instead of a tracking dart, like another spell, essentially?
Well, because now I get 2 contraptions.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, in addition to the tracking dart, I get something else. I also get, an apparatus. Should I already have an apparatus? I started with an apparatus?
I don't think so. I'd have to double check.
The table says I did. I don't think I should. But it says I get one now.
Let me check and see.
Which is close to the Warlock. Technically, at level 2, they get 2 invocations. But it
might have just been it. You might have gotten one now.
Yeah.
Then because remember, like I was talking about, I tried to balance it because you don't actually have the versatility of knowing multiple spells and being able to cast them whenever you want. Like you don't have 5 spells in 2 slots. You literally just have 2 prepared spells that you have to.
Exactly.
So having an apparatus early actually kind of helps balance that a little bit.
Well, then I should have had that thing on my tracking dart the whole time. I mean, on my shock glove the whole time.
Yeah, let me double check. I have so many homebrew things. Classes, college, engineer class. There we go. Which reminds me, I have to come up with a... Yeah, you should have 1 apparatus.
Okay.
I would do an apparatus, and then you get... So you only have 1 contraption, but at level 2 you have 2.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you have the tracking dart, which is fine, right?
Yep.
And if you wanted to, you could break that down and turn it into something else at a long rest, I think?
Correct.
Okay. But the gizmos you can't. You're stuck with whatever gizmo you have.
Correct.
Okay. Hey, too cool for tabletop. What's going on?
Hey.
How's your face with the whole like broken teeth thing going on?
30 seconds for the
Now
delay.
Oh wait, so did we level? Lindsay said, make sure you guys level up if you like at least.
Ooh, I can do that. Let's see.
I think I could literally do that like in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I get reckless attack and danger sense, which will be useful.
Delusional from the pain med sounds horrible, but understandable.
Okay, so it is D12 plus 2.
Yeah, I gotta pull my player's handbook up. I think I'm just going...
I'm gonna
another
roll and
level.
hope I roll well. Nope.
Nope. Did not.
This may be... Well, I'm gonna be doing bear totems, so I'll have resistance to everything, but...
And you can take toughness eventually.
Yeah.
I'm going to... I think I might stick with... I think I might stick with Rogue till at least 3rd. Although, what do I get for... I don't want to deal with multiclassing right now. I'll multiclass later. And I get Cunning Action that way.
Which will be
Is that
very
all
useful.
I get? I think that's all I get.
Yeah, but Cunning Action is very useful, so...
That's true. So I get Cunning Action, and I get upgrade my my hit dice to 5 plus my thingamajigger there.
And
Bellin.
get
5 plus 1. So 6. So I have a total of 15 hit points now, everyone.
that That's
And
almost
we-
as much as Bammy.
Character. Rogue level 2? There it is. Cunning action. Sweet. And I think it brings this back up. Hey Ryan, I don't know if you're in here, but I'm not gonna level Cole up, so you have to do it. Sorry. Not sorry. Let me turn this on. There we go. Snap, dude. I'm sorry. Ryan is still at least 50% wine right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, Jason, though. We're getting right back into it after break, I think. So, Champs, you were just saying for Loon that you want to just come up with another spell, essentially, right?
Well, yeah, I'm looking at just in general level 1 spells, and I'm thinking about either Witch Bolt or Earth Tremor. Witch Bolt could work with...
Witch Bolt would be really easy to
Yeah.
flavor. Yeah.
Put it on the... Yeah, Earth Tremor, I think I would make it something with an attack, and so instead of it being around... If it was around me, it would be something in my boots. If I could make it an attack, it would be something like it would be like a grenade launcher. So I'd have to hit it to the right space. But no, that introduces weird things. So I'd make it in my boots. So it would just stay the same spell.
And then we said that you can have something that requires concentration, but we have to maintain the concentration with it. So for like Witch Bolt, you could have it, but it requires like basically it requires concentration.
Yeah. Would it be called like? I wonder if it would be called something different. Because I wouldn't need to necessarily maintain concentration. Would it be con or would it be dex? Or would it be strength, depending on what I'm using?
I think just for the sake of balance, just make it a concentration check, and then just consider, because to me it's the same thing as like a wizard. It's not a Constitution check, although you use your Constitution modifier. It's to maintain your concentration on the task at hand, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So if something breaks your concentration on how that machine works, and for Witch Bolt, it could be that you have to like make sure that it's lined up so that it keeps zapping them, or however you want to flavor it. But
here's the thing with Witch Bolt, like whatever I do, because it's ranged, I have to make it. Oh no, never mind, because it's already an attack. It's already a ranged spell attack. That's fine. Never mind.
Yep. Yeah. So I mean, Witch Bolt could work. I know there's a couple other ones because you don't have to go off of the Warlock spell list.
Oh yeah. That's why I was looking at Earth Tremor.
Yeah, so let's see, well, we'll just skip right over Bard, because, let's be real.
I just use this, then it, like, I put in level 1s, and I'm just looking at the whole list.
Yeah. I think I've seen that. For some reason, recently, my Roll20, whenever I bring up something that has a blue button in it, it like has a line through it, and it's really annoying. Don't know why. All level 1s. Alarm. You can get an alarm.
You could.
Catapult. You could literally just build a catapult.
I know.
Cure wounds, disguise, dissonant whispers, earth tremor would be cool. Ensnaring strike would be kind of cool too. Fairy fire would be alright.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And that'd be really easy too.
Grease would be kind of funny. That'd be pretty easy. Grease is actually like a super legit spell.
But Cole already has it.
Oh, does he?
Mm-hmm.
Hail of Thorns, Healing Word, Ice Knife, that'd be kind of cool too. You could do like basically like a shrapnel
Ice
grenade.
bomb.
Or, I mean, it doesn't have to be ice. You could just have it be piercing instead of ice damage, and it could just be literally just like a spike grenade.
Oh, I like that. I think I might go Ice Knife.
Yeah. I mean, and you could have it be cold damage if you really wanted to, but you'd have to justify how.
I would almost say that, I mean, that could be an apparatus. Like it starts out as just piercing, and you can add an apparatus to where you can choose.
Cold. Yeah, that could be cool.
Or, over a long rest, I can rebuild it to make it ice.
Unseen Servant, I don't think that would work.
I don't think that would work either.
Thunderwave would be easy to do.
Yep.
Tensor's Floating Disc. Tasha's Hideous Laughter could literally just be like a record player that plays on like skip.
Oh yeah.
So what are we at?
Somewhere
600?
between 300 and 900.
Okay.
Whatever it is to get Ada to.
I did mine. I clicked level 1 rogue to level 2 rogue. It automatically added my 1 cunning action, and then I just added my...
I get 2 spells!
Yay! And then I added my hit dice, or my HP and my hit dice. So I literally did all 2 things to make me a new person.
And I
Be
have
reckless
20
now.
hit points.
Oh man. I totally, like, I had all of my slots, like I always do, prepared. But... Okay, this one shows up. So apparently I did have one already chosen. What is this? Oh, I picked Hadar's whatever. This
The
is
armor or the arms?
arms. This is how I wrote the spell, or wrote the thing.
Handicap Inducer?
That's what I called it.
Target rubs series tentacles that aim a particular part of the body. Mouth. Oh, yeah. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
That's right. Tendrils erupt. That's right. This one, and it does do damage, right? It takes
If they don't make the save.
Yeah. What did you have yours as? It was just bludgeoning, or
I don't think I
Yeah.
picked.
you did do bludgeoning, squeezing damage?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the one thing that I think that you might find, unless we added that in, where you're gonna run into a wall really quick, is you don't actually do any magical damage.
Mm.
So that might be something to add in.
I thought that we did, like, at level 6.
Maybe we did. I'd have to double check.
Robert, you froze.
On my camera?
Yeah.
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 Okay. I need a new battery?
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Okay. I can do that. Level 6, Engineer Specialty Feature. I don't think we actually added it in.
I don't think we did. I remember we talking about it, though.
Yeah, I think it was in the first draft, and then that got scrapped and made into a new thing. So I have a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking of a way for us to do whispers. I want to know it from you guys if it sounds dumb.
Okay.
So, like, if I need to, because I was thinking about typing it all out and literally type whispering to whenever I want to whisper, but that seems tedious.
There's
so
a
would it?
macro.
I have
Huh?
a macro that does it.
That does what?
That
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, me being like, hold on, let me type, and the person being like, hold on, let me read.
Right.
So, would it be dumb if everyone but the person I was whispering to muted me?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't be dumb.
Well,
That'd be. I wouldn't use the word dumb, but I would say
it would be tricky.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I
and
figured.
I mean,
Oh, that's
I wouldn't like doubt anyone in this group, but there's like the question of accountability. Like, are people actually muting? Not that I would think that anyone in this group would do that, but on top of that,
you're missing out on the stream too. I think.
I would say yeah, it's the stream.
Yep. And then if I ever get a whisper, they'd be able to hear it on any rewatches.
That's true. Well, maybe I
either
just
way.
won't be able to be as whisper heavy as I wanted to be in this campaign.
well, I mean, you could still just tell us like, hey, this is just for Kyra.
Yeah.
Da, 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 and everyone else's character just doesn't know, you know?
Yeah. It's not as fun. It's like fake mystery.
I'd say type it out.
Eh. Okay. Okay.
Just saying.
We'll see what happens if any whispers that get
Bye,
earned.
Ryan.
Bye, Rye.
Have some sleep bread.
Sleepy bread.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might just be like me, but I'm not a huge fan of like. I would say specifically for this group, I'm not a huge fan of keeping things secret because it seems more tedious when we're all aware enough to separate that out. That's just me. Like if there were like actually problems with metagaming in this group, maybe, but I don't think we have that issue. Like everyone's really good at self-regulating. Like I know even like especially running Valandor, I've heard someone like Alex say more times than I do, but I wouldn't know that. Like I've heard that numerous times.
Yeah, that's true. I think I have it made up in my head to be more fun than it probably actually would be.
I mean, I'm not. If you want to try it out, I'm game for it. I'm just letting you know, like, I set up a whole bunch of things to like have specific languages that only people that spoke that language could use, and specifically how to whisper to each other. And I had all these things in place to try and like encourage that. And eventually, what it boiled down to was people stopped using that because it was a little tedious, and it was easier to just say it out loud and say that you were saying it only to one person, or say that you were doing this. And yeah, like every now and then you'll get a little bit of like joking around about, oh, I pull so and so aside, and then everyone's listening in. And that's just miscommunication. And as a group, I personally think that it's not like it bothered Champs or I really. It was kind of funny more than anything. But if that's not what you want for your game, if you want to actually make it more intense and serious and secretive, then do it. Like it's your game.
I'll consider it. I don't know if I'm prepared to do it tonight, though.
No, well, we should just finish up tonight.
Yeah, you guys let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
I already took down the break text.
Oh, well.
It was
think
only like
right
a minute ago.
Jason's just in there talking it up while he's looped out on pain meds, and Ryan's 77% wine. He was 50% wine, but I think it resurged. And I'm literally throwing trash away on my desk. I'm actually not throwing trash away, I'm just taking big trash, or little trash, and putting it into bigger trash, so that it's just one trash.
Alright, if you guys are ready to dive back in.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Well. Sorry, there are people. Anyway. So, you guys all hunker down for bed. What?
How dare they interrupt D&D?
How dare they? I'm in their space. If you guys couldn't tell, this isn't my usual space. But, okay, so... Loon is tinkering, everyone's sleeping. Kyra, would you please make me a wisdom check?
Yes. That one.
Alright, well, as you drift off to... okay.
So done with Kyra right now.
Oh, she'll come into her own eventually, somehow. But as you drift off to sleep, the words of that spectral figure, the woman, seem to stick with you, and how she mentioned a storm. And as you fall asleep, you have somewhat fitful dreams. Some scenes you've seen before of great walls coming crashing suddenly down, and a city flooding with so much water. But also, it seems like your consciousness is sometimes taken underwater, and you come back up as if for air, and you just... It seems like when you wake, you don't remember much, and you get the feeling Vandala was trying to tell you something new. But it just didn't seem to make it through this time. So, Loon, So, Loon, as you're tinkering and working through the night, trying to be quiet for your compadres,
Just screams, "Inspiration!"
Eureka! Make a perception check.
Perception.
With your 2 hours of sleep.
Not yet. I haven't slept yet. I made the. Oh, it's on. It's on TTMS. Hold on.
Was it a good roll?
It was 16. Here we go. Perception.
Well, that's not as good.
Alright, while you're working, you think you hear something or someone
That's silverware?
in the grass or approaching the house. You think you might see a light on like the other side of the house, but as you squint, you're like, it's probably just the dawn coming on. Until you hear the front door open and close.
What time is it? How long has everyone been asleep?
It's probably been 3-4 hours, so
4 hours. I'm good to go.
It's been 4 hours?
yeah.
Or 3 hours?
Let's say it's been 4 hours. Almost 4.
Almost 4. I won't wake him up.
Well, like, if you woke him up, it would be essentially 4, but he's still sleeping unless you want to wake him up. Also cool.
Oh, yeah. I still don't, like... I don't know if Loon would be... What do I roll to know if Loon feels like they would still get a full rest?
Your own judgment.
Okay. Well, I've traveled with Bellin enough. I know. I'll wake him up. Bellin!
Yeah.
Bellin! Bellin! Oh my god. Inspiration!
He's
Oh, yeah,
wearing
he has-
cotton in his ears.
I was about to say, he has the cotton in his ears. She'll take her embalming tools. And I'm sure that there's tweezers in there. And she'll pull out a cotton ball. Bellin!
Oh my god, what?
I heard someone come in and you've gotten plenty of sleep, so let's go check it out.
Oh, okay.
I didn't yell inspiration.
Alright, let's go.
Quietly.
I'll do my best. Oh, Bellin.
Okay.
If you could roll over a 15 once in your life, Bellin.
Oh, don't even start.
Kyra springs awake. Excuse you.
How dare.
Alright, so you guys go slinking off in the early dawn light that's starting to creep over the ocean.
Should
And
we
towards
tell
the
anyone else that we're leaving?
Let's just go see what it was. I want to make sure everything's okay.
That's never gone wrong in the history of forever.
We've done this a million times. Well, not like rescued people and stayed in other people's houses and then going to investigate sounds in their houses, but...
We stayed in that one house, but they weren't home.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we haven't done this a million times, but we've snuck around a million times.
But there weren't other people there that we were, like, traveling with.
No, that's
And
fair.
as you guys are chatting and come around the other side of the house, you see a shallow
I should.
wooden...
I'm kidding.
And you killed Janine.
I'm like sitting there, but like not a bit. Whoosh, Bellin!
an arrow sticking out of a wagon. No. So you see like a very shallow cart with low to the ground wheels and just like a rope attachment that wasn't there in the front yard before.
Like a lowrider wagon?
Basically, like a little red wagon, but it's made of wood.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's not creepy.
Do we see anybody?
I swear, if some mist comes and sucks us up, I swear.
Is anybody around?
The wagon is wider than a little red wagon. It's like 3 little red wagons put together, made of wood, basically.
All right. Is it red?
It is wood.
Is it redwood? Is there anyone around? Do we see the people who own it?
Are there any footed prints?
Bellin, you may roll investigation for that. Lunellis, you look around and you don't see anyone immediately in the vicinity. The nearest person is probably far off, like as the dock side of Escher continues forward, and you can see some people are waking up now to like start going to work. And that's
Cool.
really
Bellin, I hate you.
And as Bellin, you look around for footprints, you just see some grass and dirt and
Bellin,
rocks.
you're not even looking in the mud.
Well, I think I dropped something last night. I don't remember what.
I would like to. Is it? What time of day is it? Is the dawn breaking?
No, it's barely rising. So it's probably like 5 in the morning. It's very, very dimly lit everywhere.
Is there anything in the cart, by the way, or is it empty?
It is empty. It seems...
Do I know what the cart is used for?
Pfft.
Like, is it a common tool for a certain profession?
It actually probably would be. Let me see. I'm thinking if you would just know.
Typically for carrying things.
I'm from a city. I lived in a city. I mean, I'm new to the world. Maybe Sirkesh does, or Escher does things differently.
Actually, both of you, looking at it, and just from a safe vantage point, you hope, you can see, especially as Bellin is looking for footprints and things, you can see sand is stuck in, like, some of the cracks of the wheels. It seems like this wagon is probably used to getting wet, like the floor of the wagon is kind of warped wood. And it occurs to you that this is probably the kind of thing that a fisherman would use to bring fish onto the shore from their boat.
Okay.
If it's the little girl's body,
What is it
done.
doing here?
It's empty.
I'm just saying, if a fisherman found the little girl's body and we brought something else back...
I know. I'm assuming that the cart is in front of this is in front of the blacksmith's house.
Yes. It's like leaning against the porch almost.
Okay. I will go and continue walking into the front of the house and see if Is the door ajar?
No, it is closed.
Can I hear voices?
Yes. You
May I listen to them?
You may. Roll perception. As you lean closer, you do hear some talking within the house.
Bellin, I think there are ghosts.
And
Sounds like ghosts.
you can hear the modulation in the air and in the vibrations of the house, but you can't make out what's being said. You just know that there is talking.
I'll
You have bigger ears than me, Bellin. What do you hear?
That is a lie.
It's not, though.
Alright, I'll roll a perception check. Look, they're not that much bigger than yours. I'm telling. Okay, they're a little
literally
bit.
4 times the size, Bellin. They're 4 times the size. You can't sneak for shit, but you sure
Cover
can listen.
I cover them. Cover my ears.
You cover them. I can't. They're like yelling. Oh God.
All right, Loon, you try to listen. You can't really make anything out. Bellin, after having cotton in your ears are very clear. And when you lean up to listen, you recognize the blacksmith's voice and a woman's voice you are not familiar with. And you can make out every few words, and you can sort of piece together the conversation. It seems like Vaughn is speaking excitedly, explaining to someone about yesterday's happenings.
Vaughn's the child.
The blacksmith. The father. And then the woman, she sounds like an adult woman, and she is speaking quickly in like some, not excited tones, but like eager for information. And you do hear a familiarity there, and the name Alphona, and Jenny and Jimmy, and it's not hard to figure out that must be Vaughn's wife. And he is explaining what happened. And as you listen, you hear a bit of a pause, and you press your ear a little closer, and you can hear her say, "Wait. While I'm glad to hear that Jenny's back, it's still happening, Vaughn. All night I went out to the deep waters and no fish, none. What do you think that means?" And Vaughn is just, Hallie, I don't know, but I'm sure that we can talk to Lady Sorcha later. But let's just go see our children.
Well, I'm glad I woke you up for this, Bella. Let's go back to the others and tell them that we are with a family that is cute and loves each other.
Alright. We'll head back. Sorry, I was glancing at the going-ons in our channel right now. Apparently,
We just had a minor incursion of trolls.
Like 4 fucking trolls.
I'm assuming it has something to do with Critical Role ending soon.
Mm.
And people just channel jumping.
And being rude for no reason.
That's fun. I guess we've arrived.
Well, one of them was asking, like,
They started off polite.
normal questions, and then I didn't see what happened to get young, whatever his name is, banned.
Oh, they just immediately just like profanity after profanity.
Yep.
Alright. Well,
Like 3 of them just hopped in and it was just like profanity, and it was just like purge, timeout. All right, this is the 3rd time out, ban, bye.
Yep.
Cool. Let's
Alright.
go back to the others. I need to
Hey,
take
everyone.
a nap. No, don't wake them up.
no, I'm saying to chat, hey,
Oh, sorry.
try and run things clean. We try and run a nice little, respectful place. We have chat rules. Keep it clean, keep it respectful, and hopefully you can enjoy yourself. If you can't, then this might not be the channel for you. That's all I have to say.
And what is the command for deleting a specific message, or how do you do that?
I think you can click next to their name to purge it.
Yeah, if you,
I'm not seeing a purge.
or if you click, I don't think it has a purge on here. I did it through the bot.
Okay.
But you can time them out,
Yeah.
or just ban them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just one of their messages is still sticking around and they're already banned and such. But it's aimed at me and I have thick skin, so.
Well, you and Belen.
What about the one that's still here? Is that me? But,
Oh, where is it?
Anyways, sorry, I missed part of that. So I heard that there was a female voice, who I'm assuming is the fisherman, was talking to Vaughn about how there were no fish whatsoever to be caught all day.
Yeah, all night. She was out fishing all night.
Where was she fishing at? We didn't
All
hear that.
You heard that she was out in the deep waters all night. That's what she said.
I don't trust her. Alright, so we left, we crept away, and Loon said that we should go say something.
No, we should go back. I said we should go back to the group and tell them that we are staying in the house of a very loving and supportive family. And also, I need to take a 2-hour nap.
Well, you sleep standing up most of the times. It's really weird. I don't know if you know that. Yeah, let's go ahead and go back, and we can at least wake Cole up.
That's true.
Or I can stay up while you sleep.
Also true.
I'll stay up. I'll take the next watch. I'm rested.
Okay.
We'll let Cole sleep. He did such amazing things.
He really was.
Really work on converting that into long-term memory, because that's just ridiculous.
He was quite impressive.
Whoa.
thank you, internet train.
I know.
We are now in a coal yard.
Yes. Was that a crow? Nobody.
No, I heard.
What?
on,
It was a train
silverware.
crow.
It was a train crow.
Train crow.
I get it.
You're muted.
I get it now. I got it.
What?
Oh, Lindsay wasn't there.
Oh,
Guys.
it's that session. Oh.
Oh, so
Well,
sorry.
it doesn't matter anyway. That bird died.
Yep.
You don't know that. They shot it in the wing.
So we go back and we wake up Cole.
No,
Alright.
we don't wake up Cole. Cole
Okay.
sleeps.
Oh no,
stay
we go
awake.
back and I go to bed.
Cole snuffles adorably in his sleep, and then continues sleeping. Okay. Zoom! It's now morning. It's been 2 hours.
But everyone has to sleep a little longer, don't they?
Isn't
Oh, yeah.
6
I mean,
hours?
I just I let them sleep. I don't wake anyone up. If they're sleeping, I let them sleep until they feel it was a rough night. And Bellin doesn't really go and wake up Cole, Bammy, or Kyra.
I wake up after 2 hours just on the clock and I'm
Yeah.
back to tinkering.
Yeah, that's
Right.
fine. But she's too busy to notice, so I just let them sleep until they wake up.
Alright. Another 2 hours pass.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that at some point one of them is going to wake up, but I'm not tapping them.
It is now heavily into the morning.
Just
The
sit
sun.
back, just throw
it's-
things. I get bored. I'll start throwing things at Bammy.
The sun is now definitely up, and some of you might be ushered into wakefulness by the sounds of people heading to work, as usual.
Do I find like a? Is there like a small pebble or like a piece of?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I pick that up and I kind of just lob it. I don't want to like hurt him. I just want to like maybe like bank shot it off the forge so it hits him.
Oh!
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I don't know, Bammy, do you want to roll a perception?
He's sleeping, isn't he?
Yeah, like, to be woken up by it. It's with disadvantage anyway, because sleeping. 6. You don't feel a thing.
Just plinks off.
I throw another one.
Alright. Roll another one. It bounces off of his scales and he doesn't even snuffle.
I don't know if
Playing a
Loon.
game?
I don't know if Loon sees this, but I'm.
Oh, I do that. So I
I'm
have.
literally like I'm
we
like
playing a
stuck
game?
up. I have my bedroll up, and I'm like,
Plink.
He's rolling wisdom?
no, he's rolling
Rolling
perception.
perception.
Oh, I also joined in.
There you go.
You may roll as often as you like, Bammy, or you may not, or decide to wake up.
I'd
It's
like to
fine.
roll to get it into his nose.
Okay,
Oh.
With one that much, and if it gets into my nose, I would
Yeah.
Well,
a little
I
gout of flame it
yeah.
out,
I throw
Yeah.
it,
open
and then
my
if he
eye,
wakes up and says anything, I point at Cole.
who is still
Yeah,
asleep.
so with the one that Loon threw and ably got straight in Bammy's nostril, kind of snorts awake and flames it out,
Oh!
looks around.
Just one eye open, sees you, just uncurls, stands up, and just like, morning.
He's going to kill us one day in our sleep.
I would check to see what level the forge is at, if it needs restoking just a little bit.
It has gotten low, but it's still a little red underneath the ashes. And plus it's morning, so it's not really that... well, it's by the ocean. It's a humid kind of warm cold. The wind is cold, but the sun is warm.
I would flame it back up a little bit.
Alright. Kyra, you can decide whenever you want to wake up.
I'm going to sleep till someone wakes me up.
Alright.
Well, if everyone else is already awake and Kyra's the last, Bam would go over and nudge her.
Okay. And as you go over there, it seems like she's been a little bit fitful. And like, because she went and secluded herself in a corner, but when you go to wake her up, she has obviously moved a bit in her sleep, and her meticulously cleaned armor has gotten slightly dusty.
No. Just like rolled. Well, no, I took my armor off. It's
JK,
fine.
her normal clothes are slightly dusty.
She's naked?
No.
Bro, the clothes underneath.
Clothes under. Also, just wearing chainmail on top of a naked body sounds really uncomfortable and painful, and would be the worst.
Super
chafing ever.
chafy. Super chafy.
Oh. Alright, Bammy goes and wakes you up, Kyra.
Huh? What? Huh? Vanda? No.
It's
What?
morning.
Good morning. Gonna go put my armor on. I forgot my accent.
Skyla?
I've been going in and out of it the whole time.
Damn it.
Alright, as you guys are getting ready for the morning, you hear the front door open and close, and some heavy footfalls. And it seems Vaughn was waiting for you guys to wake up. He comes around. Good morning, good morning. We have breakfast inside, if you want to join us.
That would be wonderful, thank you.
Alright. He ushers everyone inside. And it's a very humble home. It kind of it feels a lot smaller than it is once all of you are in there. But they find chairs somewhere in the house for you guys to sit in. They bring you plates or something like plates to eat off of, and there's a cart going by outside. And it's a simple meal. It's not very seasoned. It's just thick slabs of like bacon. Some eggs, some grits, kind of basically.
Yes!
Yeah.
A great meal.
And yeah, you see this woman for the first time, and you can kind of see Janine and Jimmy's features in her face, so obviously this must be their mother. And she's just tiredly helping make food, helping clean, and she's just hovering around her son and daughter. Like, obviously trying not to, but like doing that mothery thing, like not going far away from them. And
They just make small talk with you like, how did you sleep? Oh, it's so good to see you. Well, you look so much better now that you've rested.
Thank you so much for the warm sleeping situation. It's extremely comfortable.
Oh, I hope it was warm.
Oh, yes.
Sorry it was outside.
Oh, no, it was lovely. It was listening to the ocean the whole night. I couldn't have asked for better.
That's why we built our house here and not further into the city.
Good choice. Wait, am I talking? Who am I talking? Am I talking
That
to?
was Vaughn.
Oh, that was
Kind
Vaughn.
of sounded
That's the little
androgynous.
kid.
Yeah, I know.
The father.
Is it? Who else is in the room?
Alphona, Vaughn, Jimmy, and Janine are all seated somewhere.
Who's Alphone?
Is the
Alphona is the mother.
And that's the fishing lady?
Yes. As Loon and Bellen, as you come in and she's kind of making morning small talk with you guys, you recognize the voice as the one you're overhearing from the door.
Looking at the smallest boy, Loon tries to be a little cryptic, but also obvious to the adults.
Mm-hmm.
So when we found Sweet Janine, we learned about a storm that is coming from the ocean, and it did not bode well.
Have you learned it? How?
Oh, Janine was there. She can tell you later the very
So,
boring details of how this tiger got in here and started growling the whole time.
What the?
Are we in Green Hill?
This tumultuous time that is.
Janine is nodding vigorously and like wide-eyed, like looking at her mom like, Mom.
can I,
Man.
Belen would like to look at the mom and just ask, like, so, are your fishing trips long, or?
Oh, I thought I washed up. Sorry if I offend.
God
usually-
damn, Belen.
Sorry, we saw the cart outside.
Oh, that makes me feel a little better. Well, Vaughn works the fort in the day, and I, tend house. I help him as what I can, teach Jimmy some things. So I usually go out at night, and just several hours, usually sometimes longer if I feel I need to. Why do you ask?
I was just curious. It seems like a interesting line of work.
It's It's a lot of waiting for nothing, or
So-
waiting for maybe something.
It must have been pretty terrible to come home and realize what had happened in your absence.
She looks kind of aghast, just like, of course, but... And then in the same breath, of course, I learned that my daughter was all right, so... I wish I'd been there, but I'm also glad I wasn't. It's confusing. I'm glad she's safe, of course.
Bella's not allowed to talk to people anymore.
Bella's curious what time she left to go fishing. Thank you very much.
Does he?
Oh no, I'm just making small talk. I'm just letting everyone else know, since I'm getting some flack here, that even though Bella may lacked a little bit of tact, her daughter was missing during the day, and she says she goes fishing at night.
But you also know that the wagon wasn't there when you guys went and visited the blacksmith.
I'm just asking.
In the evening, late evening. What was it?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, lady goes out fishing the night her daughter's killed in the deep water where all these creepy things are coming from. A little suspicious, that's all.
If you want to roll insight, you can.
I would probably like to roll insight, but Ellen's not very good at it.
Hey, you don't know.
Oh.
And all the windows are open, letting in the ocean breeze and the sounds of the people working outside.
Hey.
Oh.
Okay. All right, Bellin, as you're looking over this mother that you're just meeting, and you're kind of suspicious, especially after what you've heard today, you can see that she is tired and fidgety, and there just seems to be some 11s on her brow, like where she just has had them furrowed for a long time. But she also has smiling wrinkles, so is this a new thing for her to be so worried, or is she just a worried but happy person? And as you're asking, she seems to kind of come out of thinking of other things. But she doesn't seem overtly malicious or abnormal for a busy, tired, overworked mother of two.
I don't like her.
So, we may be traveling in the area for a while, being that you both have lived here for so long. Have you seen any signs of that impending, tumultuous, time-consuming storm from the ocean?
Vaughn and Alphona look at each other, and she kind of shrugs, and he gives us that couple kind of communicate without words sort of thing?
Yeah.
And then Alphona kind of raises her hand, and she just... no, just at her husband, calm down.
I just got kidnapped.
No, this is Alphona speaking, not Janine.
Oh.
So.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so Alphona's just, I'm not sure how to answer that. We're on the coast. We get ocean storms all the time, but you seem to be talking about something else.
This is going to be unlike any storm you've ever seen.
Oh.
Perhaps the kind that takes lives.
Wipes out entire towns, cities, walls even.
Oh, when? And where did you hear this? And what? Jimmy has stopped eating, when his mouth is full of food, he's just and there's a little bit of spit, and he's just so engrossed in this conversation.
Well, it was when we were acquiring Janine from the location off the shore. And
Janine is again nodding, and she's jerks her head at Jimmy and looks at her mom meaningfully. It's we can tell you later, but it was weird.
And so the storm is not a regular storm with rain. It's an aggressive storm with kidnapping and things. Look, what time is it right now? Jimmy, don't you want to go play outside?
And Jimmy just...
What if I give you a silver? Would you go get me however much rice this will buy?
Is that one of those cursed silvers?
And there'll be one... No. And there'll be another silver in it for you when you get back.
Alright, I'll go too.
Yes, Bill, and I'll give you a silver if you come back with some rice with Timmy.
Jimmy kind of glares at Bellin and starts chewing the food that's in his cheeks. He just...
Bellin glares at Jimmy.
And then he looks at his mom and dad, and his mom and dad are like, Jimmy, you did leave your room messy yesterday. Give the nice woman her coin back. And Jimmy's like,
yes, you'll get the silver when you clean your room.
And he goes he tromps off from his room, kind of looking back all the time, kind of going backwards up the stairs and tripping. And going really slowly, waiting for you guys to start talking.
Wish all I had to do was clean my room to earn a silver.
Once Jimmy is out of eye and hopefully earshot. Yes, by storm I mean there seems to be some kind of war raging or about to rage, and it's coming from the ocean.
A storm that would like to rage, if you will.
We've been told this by a spectral image of a long lost order that worshipped a deity that is no longer really worshipped, and it's in a cave. People were trying to desecrate it, and it was a crazy time, thrill minute. Really, it was awesome. But we're a little more worried about this impending war storm thing.
You can see that your like fast recounting of the events has like brought some tears to Janine's eyes. Like her eyes seem a little bit glossy, but she's holding it together.
Without like looking away from the parents, Loon just puts her hand on her shoulder like, it'll be okay, dear. So...
Yeah, no use crying right now.
Place, and you're the only contacts we have here. Have you seen anything unusual in the ocean, being a fisherwoman? Or coming out of the ocean?
Alphona, like, immediately, like, while you've been talking, she, like, jerked her head, like, quickly to look at her husband, like, his immediate will look like kind of an I told you so kind of a look, like, shocked and sort of afraid. And Vaughn's like, oh, well...
Anything weird other than the things that came to your house and stole your daughter? Because those came from the ocean, too. I don't know if we covered that.
They did. And then Alphona just, again, puts her hand on Vaughn's shoulder, and it's beginning to become clear that, despite the size difference, it's obvious Alphona's kind of the one in charge.
Of course she is.
And so she just... I've been going out fishing for many years, and for the past few, my yield has been not as good as it used to be. I've had to go farther out to sea and farther out to sea for longer hours, and the past few weeks I've been getting nothing. We've had to rely on my husband and his work to keep us afloat, because I've been getting little or nothing. I've had to come to the shore and just sell piddly trinkets made from seashells and washed up coral, and if what you say is true, and I can't say I understand it, if there is something weird going on in the ocean, I'm not surprised, because the fish have been scared for a long time.
And you haven't seen anything unusual or heard...
Tasted anything funky?
Sounds while out on the water?
Nothing that I would attribute to anything but ocean life. You know, just occasional big fish that I don't fish for take me down. But I was actually going to talk to Lady Sorcha in town today about it, because I've had my fill, and I've had my fill of staying calm and quiet about it, haven't I, Vaughn? And he looks very sheepish. Like, he's probably been advising her it's not a big deal for a long time, and she's decided that he's dumb. So...
Who is Lady...
While they're having this conversation, could I, like, take a Vaughn aside for a little bit?
Oh, sure.
And just, like, ask him, like, despite all this other business, we might be in need of some work to just grease the wheels while we're traveling through the area. Do you know of anything just offhand that someone might need done?
Well, I know the inn is really a gathering place. When people need odd jobs done, they usually run there to see if anyone's willing to make some coin for another tankard. Not a tank. Tank, no. So you could stop by the tavern, ask about rumors, see if anyone stopped by there. Sort of doing the legwork yourself.
It worked well the first time.
And he has taken you aside to, like, the kitchen where he can still kind of, like,
Yeah.
look into the kitchen, just make sure he seems to have, like, some agitation now, like his family's gonna disappear if he leaves.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I really just wanted to ask, like, if he knew of a good gathering place, but if he's gonna say the inn, then that's fine. That's all Bellin really
Yeah. That's all he really has to say, and he seems eager to get back to the kitchen and what's been being talked about.
And who is Lady Sorcha?
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys are new to Escher. On the port side, and she says it kind of exasperatedly, there are a bunch of temples and clerics. Lady Sorcha is... I don't know if clerics can be in charge of each other, but she has her own temple, sort of. And she's a cleric that seems... She knows a lot about what's going on and at sea, in the forest. I often go talk to her when I find odd things, or just to make sure that the weather's going to be good so I know I'll be safe out on sea. I know the rangers and hunters go to her to ask for advice in the woods, and if anyone's going to be going into the wildlands, they always stop to talk to Lady Sorcha first.
Okay, perhaps we shall give her a visit as well. At least to let her know what's been going on.
Well, if you're going to be going to Portside for me and letting her know what happened here so I don't have to, that would be great. Not that I'm asking you anything more.
No.
You've already done so much for my family.
This would be on our way anyways. Please stay here and enjoy the time you have with your family.
Oh, speaking of that, Vaughn, get them what we talked about. And Vaughn, oh, yes, of course. And so he leaves the room and except for like thump, thump, thump. He goes to another room and you hear some like shifting around and some chests opening. And then a much slower walk back, and he seems to be holding something in his hands and kind of rubbing it between his hands. And we don't have much. I think I said that when I asked for your help, but if you ever need any smithing done, I'm a fair smith. But beyond that, I know that's not much. And then Alphona's just like, kind of giving him a look like, dude, hurry up. And so then he holds out his hands and he's like, it's only fair that I give a life for a life. And then he holds out in his hand a pendant on a chain.
Alex and I literally had the same face when a life for a life.
It's a fairy trapped in a bottle. You have to eat it when you die.
Yep.
Oh. Show to everyone. Do you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's creepy.
So it's a really heavy pendant with very simply sculpted and etched, but it seems to hold a lot of meaning for Vaughn as he holds it out to you very kind of reverently. And he continues and he says, this amulet has been passed down in my family for many, many years, and it's given us a lot more luck than we might have had otherwise. And he looks at his wife and kind of does a side smile, and it's brought my wife back to me more than once. And I think I'd rather it pass on to you if you... It's all I really have to pay you.
I think
Is that a diamond?
That is in fact a diamond, yes.
I think it's very kind.
Valen would like to look at the diamond.
Okay.
Just pick it up and just...
Alright. So roll me an Arcana check, or a religion, whichever you prefer.
Oh, neither.
Anyone looking at it can roll religion or Arcana.
I'll help.
Alright. Alright. Velen?
Why I only know Arcana because of my intelligence score.
Right, okay. So Bellin, as you're holding it out... What?
Don't
Oh yeah,
forget
Cole.
Cole's roll.
Cole, yes. As Bellin's holding it out and looking at it, kind of squinting, Bellin, you don't see anything worthwhile. It's very heavy in your hand. And as you run your finger over the diamond, it's uncharacteristically smooth.
There it comes. There it is.
And so the mighty have fallen. Cole can bleed.
Bellin, as you run your thumb over the diamond that's set in the pendant, it is uncharacteristically smooth for diamonds. Diamonds are usually cut with sharp edges and facets, but this one is specifically smooth, very, very smooth. And a horse goes by outside. Kyra, as you look at it, you immediately recognize this iconography for the deity, a lesser deity, known as Orizana. And you know that she is a goddess of mercy, often associated with infant death or unfair victims of illness, like the kind of deaths that are especially sad. She is often prayed to over very sick people, over old people, in hopes that a death will not occur. And Loon, as you are looking at this pendant and giving it a once-over, even though you are very familiar with things that are not magical. And as you are getting a close look at this pendant, you get a strong kind of prickle on the back of your neck, a sort of weird sensation as you're looking at it, and you kind of know without a doubt this is definitely something magical. It's been enchanted very powerfully, and
Tinkles.
and it seems worth a lot. Like, definitely something you'd keep as an heirloom.
I just imagine Loon being like the hyena. Ooh, do it again.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, Vaughn, thank you so much. This is an amazing gift, and we will cherish it, and we will treat it as a part of our party, and it will never leave our side. We will think of you and your family every time we look at it.
I hope it serves you well, and I hope you know that you've done more than we can even pay for, even this, and we will always remember you when we go to temple and we pray in thanks for our safety. If there's anything else you need from us before you continue on, just say the word.
Oh, you've done so much, Vaughn. Thank you, and thank your family for us. We will be on our way and let you rest with your family, and we will go to the temple and speak with Lady Sorcha and help them prepare for whatever's coming. And we Kyra didn't say anything when Loon had diamonds in her eyeballs. And we hope that you are met with much better fortune in the future. And we will keep you in our prayers as well. Loon doesn't pray, but he doesn't know that.
Alright, you hear some tromping down the stairs as a very grumpy 5-year-old comes down. It's clean!
Did you clean under the bed?
Yeah?
You didn't just sweep it all under there.
Loon takes a silver piece.
I'm just saying, a silver piece.
She's like running it down her fingers. I don't have a coin to do that with right now.
He goes back up the stairs. And then Janine, you can see her like definitely hiding a laugh. And she, through breakfast, stop staring, Lindsay. You see the bags under her eyes are definitely less. She looks a lot healthier than she did just 8 hours ago. And is anyone proficient in medicine?
I am!
Alright, would you roll a medicine check, please? Alright. The way that she has so quickly recovered after a rest and after eating and after everything, it seems to you that probably she got something out of her system that she was given when she was taken. Like, probably she had been poisoned. And that's why she'd been so weak and so tired and disoriented.
I'm assuming, are we ready? I told them we do, but if we aren't leaving, then I won't.
Alphona grabs Janine and they both go and quickly pack you guys some lunches and some rations.
Bellin heads out to the porch.
Lunellis will go to Janine. Well, as she's walking out, she'll leave a coin like on a windowsill, and she'll look at, and she's gonna go wait out with Bellin, but she'll look at Janine and say, "Drink plenty of fluids, dear. You're not quite over the hill, but you're doing much better."
You gotta smile. Okay.
As we're all making our way out, and we'll put his hand on her shoulder and just be safe, little one, and then head out.
She ducks her head and like shoves a lunch in your hands before you go and says, "Be safe."
Oh.
I'm going to just follow out.
All right. And the door of the blacksmith's house closes behind you all, and you face a brightly dawned day in the dockside of Escher. And that's where we'll end the session and pick up next time.
To the cabin? Yeah.
In 3 months.
No, in 2 weeks on a Thursday.
It's just going to be exponential growth in the time between sessions.
It'll be the exact opposite of Valandor, where the time in sessions is less and less that gets covered each session. We cover
Alright,
more
so,
further apart.
so who took the pendant and pocketed it?
Bella.
I know. Okay. I'm gonna put that in your inventory. In players' journals. It's in every player's journal.
Bellin.
So I just say Bellin's journal?
Bellin.
Bellin. Bellin took it, for sure.
Even though he didn't think it was valuable?
No, Bellin saw the diamond in it.
Well, when you had to look at it, Lindsay said that you didn't think it was that valuable.
Yeah, but it had a diamond.
Oh! Still doesn't count because
22.
Nat 20 only matters in. You muted, Steph. You muted.
Yeah.
When it doesn't even fucking matter because we're not even like in the game.
Oh my
Sucks. I hate her.
Wait, so hold on. Do I put it in Bellin's journal only, or do I say all
Let's
players'
sign
journals?
off and then we can handle the
Okay.
mechanics.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we can
For
do
the
the.
like 2 people still
Okay.
watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking it out, guys.
Yep, sorry we got a late start. Sorry
It
there
was
were
rough.
interruptions.
Sorry, we had
Trolls are
some
always
trouble.
fun.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at UPick Gaming, also on YouTube where all of our videos go up. Either the Too Cool for Tabletop just came back, but we're done. Sorry. Guys. Make sure you follow us on YouTube in case you have to miss the session. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific time.
Yep.
Will be Fang Hauled, and then Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, we have our one-shot giveaway with 2 winners, and then Sunday, maybe some of us will do some Overwatch.
And then to reiterate from break time, make sure that you go ahead and follow Mind Wasp because that's an amazing artist that did our character portraits for this campaign, and they're super amazing, and she's awesome. So at Mind Wasp on Twitter, and I think she's also at Mind Wasp on Twitch. I can't talk; it's too late.
Yeah.
Twitch. Yep.
Sorry, Allison. I'm ruining your name. Sorry.
But yeah, I think that covers it. We've got lots of stuff
Alright.
happening this weekend. Follow us on all the things. Okay, bye.
Bye.